All right, we're back. Hello. Um, we're back here for predictions. Finally, we got to be able to do it, and yeah, let's get into it. First matchup. Yes. Oh wait, no, you guys are in the close up. I don't want that. Can't see nothing. There we go. See if we can increase this a bit. Make this look better. Real-time editing, boys. It's gonna mess up my showdown one, but who cares? Okay, first matchup. Mr. Made Me Reprep, Biffo Banana Bartholomew. This is why you don't prep 2 weeks in advance or something against a matchup. But the things he changed, I guess we could also talk about trades because a lot of transactions happened since I last kind of looked at teams. Was P2 for Savali, which I think it's weird because I really like Savali, and I like the idea of it being able to change typings, parting shot, defog, strong multi-attack. It's really strong. It doesn't get recovery, so that's one of the main issues, and it just never seems to do enough. It's either not tanky enough, or it just misses out on KOs that you feel it should KO. So I think P2 is really, really good. I think Savali probably has Toxic, but P2 has Recovery, Toxic, T-Wave, Eviolite. Into my team, Tornadus and Tangela only have knockoff, so if you want to bring that as a, let's see, probably Spadef threat, something like that. I think since last we did predictions, Starmie now has the Terra Captain, which I think Starmie has been putting a ton of work for him. So I feel like that's very viable in how he's been playing, right? Put it into something that already is putting in work for you. So I think that's just a positive, especially in playstyle, probably how he's setting it up, how it's fitting for his team. I think that's a good thing. So the Kilowatcher is no longer a Terra Captain, and Dougie has been traded away for Gastrodon. With Dougie Terra and without Delphox Terra, and then now with the trades, the matchup has definitely switched in how the game needs to be played on my side. I think for him too a little bit. I mean, obviously he's made trades, but in the paths in this game, I feel like are very, very different. I will say most of the sets, or close to all sets, changed. With my team, whether or not Mons changed or things like that. I haven't made any changes, so my team's the same. But I did have a set in his old team, which I really, really wanted to bring because it would finally have its time to shine. But now I can't, and I don't want to say that, Mon. But I really want to, but I probably shouldn't. I know Biff watches all these. Shout out to Biff. Next matchup. Josh versus Reggie. New team. Sun. I am a huge, huge fan of not Terra Milotic. I'm a huge fan of Terra Venu. You see the bold there that I had right here. So I did have it set up. I just missed it. Huge fan of Terra Venu. I think it's probably one of the best Terra captains. I just like it. So biased on it. But then looking into the matchup, into the team, it goes hard. The combination of fire plus earth power, and then if you want to do a growth plus another move, right? Maybe sludge bomb. Goes insane. Like, if you get a growth up, it wins the game. Especially like a life orb, Venu, which is probably the most sets I've seen of Sun Venu, because it's just so darn good. That's unguardable. I've been having a rough time with Kingdra, keeping it in and clicking buttons and staying alive. So we'll see how Reggie does it in the Sun, if he's able to do it. I think this would be a good time. I really like it. Mega Houndoom, which Biff voted as fraud, is Mega 115. Okay, let's look at speed tiers. Mega Houndoom looks really good outside of Noivern. Can you deal with Terra Noivern on this team? Spadef Milotic, Spadef Togekiss, Spadef Brawny. I like Brawny. I really like Brawny. Got so much removal on Josh's side though, so it's kind of hard to get up rocks. Do you really want rocks up? I mean, Boots Arcanine is pretty standard. And Arcanine kind of goes well into this team. Resistances plus, he gets Sun boosted, so it's kind of scary. And then outside, Boots Arcanine, Boots Mandibuzz, and then outside of that, it's like, oh, he tears Noivern, and then he could always spit on Tentacruel. So rocks aren't crazy. It's got Mudsteel, which is really, really good. How do you stop Terra Sinistra? Unless it's Terra Fairy, Milotic can Dragon Tail it, but then if it gets set up, you're just dying. Mousehold Encore can be a thing. I don't know if Togekiss gets Encore. And then Tidy Up Mousehold could go hard. But that Sinister is going to be a problem. Can we run like a Specs Boomburst? Yeah, Brawny's a problem. Depending on what Specs normal Boomburst does with Noivern, it could have an avenue into this team. I feel like Rocks is really, really good. Mousehold seems like a decent Encore, Tidy Up, Pop Bomb, Bite set here. So that'd be kind of cool to see. Are you afraid of Rocky Helmet? Not really, right? You got Houndoom, Milotic, Torkoal, Venu, Togekiss, Scovillain are all special. Mousehold, Mudsdale are the physical threats. Venu could probably go both, right? I don't know. Probably not. So I don't see Sandaconda coming unless it's for Mousehold, right? You're going to get rocks up. I mean, Sandaconda getting rocks up or Metagross getting rocks up. You really want rocks up. Togekiss probably gets defog. You don't have a spinner, so it's only those two. I feel like Mousehold goes hard here. Am I wrong? I feel like it goes hard. I mean, Arcanine, Intim. Let's get that chipped. Metagross coming into Sun? Probably not. Yeah, I don't see it coming. So, like, Mandibuzz, Arcanine, Sinistcha, Tentacruel. Those four definitely. We want Shocks here. Yeah, I like Shocks here. I can see Shocks coming. And then, we'll see. Maybe Metagross. I don't know. Because, like, there's so much to guard against. Like, you can't have a berry that you know is going to hit you. Yeah, I don't know if it's coming. I like Sun. I'm a fan. I'm picking Sun for this matchup. We'll see how he plays it, and he could just fumble the bag on getting these kills because Josh is pretty good. But we're going to go with Reggie. First matchup. Probably biased because of Sun, but that's okay. Next matchup. Croc and Chris. Trick Room versus Chris. Now, newest addition with Terra Flamigo and Diancie on Chris's side. Where he had Mousehold, as we previously just talked about. And now Terra Flamigo. I am a big fan of Terra Flamigo. And in this case, it's 90 base speed. You just have to avoid Thundy. If you go Terra Fighting CC, what does max defense Crest take? Or max defense Slither? Things of that sort. Because other than that, it's unguardable, and then you just have to deal with Thundy T. In terms of the speed tier. Do you want to go Brave Bird here? Terraflame's Brave Bird might be really, really good here. You just have to get stacked to Terra. But you just want Brave Bird until you condition stack to come in, and then you CC. That could be a viable option. Camerupt kind of goes hard here. I mean, Ceruledge means Flash Fire, but it's got EQ, Earth Power, Rotom. Okay, Suicune, you go out, you get a Thunder, you get a Volt off. Goes Mega Steelix, you deal with it, but for the most part, EQ, Flamethrower is unguardable. Wow. Let's go Mega Camerupt. It has a game here. Suicune probably has to come. I think Suicune looks as a good defensive guy here. Sprinty Burns. Removal is nothing. Delmise. I don't know. Something like that. So I'm thinking Mega Steelix can set up some hazards. What about Screens Espeon? Get some screens up, and then get some protects in. Crawdon's probably coming. But if it's min speed Diancie and negative speed, it can underspeed the Crawdon. But then stack always comes. That's kind of rough. Does Mega Steelix shut down stack? This sets up an ID. Rotom can burn stack, Volt out. Stack seems like it can run here, right? Can it EQ, ID, Body Press, Heavy Slam? Maybe. That could be interesting. I think Slither looks good here too. It's got a lot of just moves that covers the entire team. Could be a Wisp sound Slither coming on the Steelix. Burn something. Burning something would be really nice outside of Ceruledge. And I don't know if you go hard Ceruledge on that guy. That could be interesting. Thundy outside of Espeon looks really, really good. What move can you spam though if you want to be Specs? You can't. If Mega Steelix doesn't come, you can spam Thunderbolt. Maybe you don't be Specs. So you can go Thunderbolt into Sludge Wave and Focus Blast. Thundy looks really nice. Wow. Sheesh. Dundee looks really, really good. Yeah, I'd say Chris get rocks up and possibly set screens. I feel like that's a decent way to deal with it. And with this Shadow Ball, Psychic, and screens, or Psych Shock for Dragalge, and then something hit Cress hard, could go pretty good. I'm picking Croc though. I like Camerupt and Dundee in this matchup here. Slim versus Tanner, and we've got low kicks, and let's see what can stop low kicks. Not much. Scarf U-turn. That's first the most obvious set. It looks really, really good. He doesn't have a static Mon, does he? I don't think so. Let's see. Scarf 92. You have to do what? Scarf Tinkaton, but if he goes Bug, you don't really care for that. Scarf Mienshao. Oh, wait. Hold up. I recognize the mistake. We don't have Moltres anymore. We have Hydrapple. And Shaman we no longer have. We have... I don't remember. Tauros Blaze. I thought it was that. Believe that is everything. Alright. New. Scarf Mienshao. Clicking a fighting move is really good if not for Frostlass. I still think you... Ooh, but Galarian Weezing. Is that the only viable Scarf for Scarf Azelf? If he goes Bug, right? But then he could be First Impression on a Scarfmon if he's just clicking U-turn, knock off First Impression and Leech Life. Because let's see. Tinkaton has to be fully invested to take stuff. Rhyperior, same. What eats a U-turn? It's just Rhyperior, right? What about Scarf Knockoff? Terra Dark. Knockoff. Maybe Knockoff just looks better. Because then you're only hitting Helmet one time if it is Tinkaton, like a Fizdef Tinkaton. Suing Electrode. If, let's see, 438 max speed on the Suing Electrode, Armaldo 207. Suing Electrode outspeeds Swiftslam Armaldo, so just prep for that, and then you outspeed everything. Probably not including a Scarf Mienshao. Man, I don't know what Tanner does to mitigate low kicks. He has to get rocks up with Rhyperior, but if he Terra Darks, it's kind of rough. Helmet, Tinkaton, and Helmet Rhyperior to try to chip it down. I think Weezing comes for sure into Mienshao, Mabostiff, even Armaldo. Yeah, Tinkaton, Rhyperior. Oh yeah, that guy's coming. Just so good. AV Hydrapple, possibly, for the Spadef threats. Like Azelf. I mean, if he brings Pelipper, you know. Banded Gallade can go pretty hard. Are you spamming Sacred Sword? A little bit, yeah. I can see that. That could go hard. Depends what the rest of the team's like. But low kicks, Terra Dark looks so good. Or Terra Bug, if you want to get the U-turn south. But look, knock off, you don't get the helmet chip. Does like Max Vizdev Ampharos able to switch in because it doesn't get knocked off the item? And then Ampharos looks pretty good. Yeah. Dragon Pulse and Thunderbolt. Wow. That goes hard. So AV Hype Dropple might be the play. Do we want a Dawn Fan? Maybe. If we want Rocks Up, what's his removal? Pelipper and Armaldo? I don't even know if that gets it. So you could bring Dawn Fan, get Rocks Up. Tauros Battle Day Ablaze. Nah, I don't care for this matchup. Arboliva. Yeah, I feel like Banded Gallade is the best. Yeah, the low kicks, Hydropple, Gallade, Hisuian Electrode, and Weezing. Does Frostlass go hard? Yes and no. I wouldn't necessarily do that. It's probably another one. Probably bring Slowking at that point. Slowking and chili away the rain if you really want to. Ampharos goes really hard. Scarf Mabosstiff maybe? Yeah. If he doesn't want to bring Tauros. But then you got Weezing. Oh, you have to like hard Psychic Fangs on that, and I don't even know if that's doing that much. On a switch out, it's probably doing a ton. So Mabosstiff could be scary. Ampharos, Mabosstiff. I think Azelf's always good. Just bring Life Orb, and it just clicks buttons on this team. Just avoid low kicks, avoid Hisuian Electrode. Yeah. And then probably possibly U-turn, like an Expert Belt U-turn on Hydropple. Always just, I see it being AV this game. Tinkaton, do you want Rocks Up? He brings Donphan. Can you spin block that? Not really. So we'll see. You gotta go with the Terra low kicks here. But there's some scary threats on Tanner's side. Next matchup. We've got Akivo and Noah. Changes. Terra Armors now instead of Terra Ursaring. And we've got Scolipede. Alright, Scolipede wins. We can move on to the next matchup. I love Scolipede. And Umbreon for Noah has been the change out of Dredagon and Zoroark. Armarouge, Terra Captain, fabulous. Let's see. I like everything Scolipede does except for Swampert. Okay. So I do not see an E-Speed resist outside of Fori, right? And because I'm trying to think, like, right? Adamant, Swords Dance, EQ, Gengar, Darm, Poison Jab, Wimmy. Wimmy, I'd bring Encore if I were Noah. If he hard switches in, then you're kind of screwed there. And then stun spores, things like that. So, is he getting up hazards against you? Not necessarily. Got Fori, but then if he's special, so that's the thing. Is like if he's special Luke, then Vacuum Wave, you're good on Scully. Terra Steel Mesprit is a problem for Scully. Do you want to bring Terra Steel into a Terra Armarouge? Probably not. Um, but if you go Scully, if you go that either late game or breaker, Scully, um, Scarf, Armor Rouge looks really, really good. I need to see what Armor Rouge. No, I want private sets. These are all old sets. Armor Rouge, Choice Scarf. I want Timid 252. So he hits 409. I think Aerodactyl outspeeds that. No, okay. He outspeeds everything. And look at Terrifier Armor Cannon here. Swampert's the only one to eat it. But then if it's Spadef, Scully goes hard. And that could be an out. Like, in order to make, like, SD Scully work. Ooh, I like. Dude, Scarf. I mean, that, right? Or you just get +2. You get +2, you go Terra Ghost. So you take a hit from, like, a U-turn on Wimmy. You Terra Ghost. Shadow Ball does really good into his team outside of Umbreon. So maybe not Ghost. Maybe it is going to be Terrifier. And then you switch up moves. Right? So if Terra Armor Rouge work, does Terra Circuitry work? No, I think Swampert's always coming. Man, Terra Circuitry could be really good here. Are you clicking? Possible. It's possible. But, oh, do we go Terra Darm here? Not Terra, Scarf Darm here. So, yeah. Scary. Yeah. We need to get up rocks. Fori. You can get up rocks on Swampert. Not Eel. Eel has Flamethrower. Wimmy. And Luke. But Luke, I feel like, is a late game guy. Shoot. We don't have Terra Ursaring anymore to Terra Water for that Darm. I mean, maybe the Calcs serve better for Vaporeon than I'm thinking, but I don't think so. Especially if it U-turns. What's the removal on this team? It's only Aerodactyl, right? Wimmy gets defogged, doesn't it? It does. On Fort. Because those webs go hard then. Alright. Gengar. Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave, Shadow Ball, Sludge Wave. Shadow Ball. Okay. Does he get nasty? Go like a nasty Gengar at 110? Not necessarily, because Adamant Scully can always outspeed. Scarf Gengar Shadow Ball? Yeah, but is Ursaring always coming? Yeah? Body Slam Earthquake kind of hits everything? Yeah? We hammer on for the Umbreon too. I would run Surf Swampert. Knock off Surf, Rocks. Because Rocks is super good here. Maybe even a lead Swampert. How do you stop a lead Rock Swampert? The Armor Rouge with... So, Rindo? Do you want Rindo or do you want Sash? Probably Rindo. Maybe Armor Rouge Energy Ball. I think it gets Energy Ball. Does more. Or still kills, but getting rocks up is huge. And then Surf to do more damage on Fori. And then you're always getting rocks up. After a while, like you get damage to it, you're going to have to switch out because it probably gets fast to you at some point. And then you're just chilling. Scarf Darm Flare Blitz looks so darn good. So maybe you have to bring Flash Fire. Alpha K, the Flash Fire Scarf Armarouge could be quite interesting. But then if you then lock into U-turn always, he gets the +2. Oh, dude. Weak Armor. Power Herb Meteor Beam. Terra Armarouge. You win the game. I mean, you have to check the Terra Normal E-Speed on Luke. Meteor Beam. Armor Cannon. Energy Ball. Some other move. That could be fire. U-turn, you get it on Mesprit. If you want to go weakness policy on Flip Turn Swampert, knockoff. That's kind of scarier though. That could be fire. Overall, I want to pick Scolipede, but Scarf Darm goes crazy. I mean, your Adamant Scolipede, you protect, you get a speed boost. I feel like Wimmy comes in, you have to predict Wimmy. So if you want, Scolipede can go hard, because if you kill Wimmy, you win, right? After an SD. But are you keeping rocks off the field? Are you wearing boots? And can you get the SD up? Are you SD protect? EQ, P-jab. You can't kill Swampert or Terra Steel, Mesprit. So it's hard. It can work, but it's hard. I think I gotta pick the Scarf Darm plus Lucario. Unfortunately. There's a ton of sets that go hard here. I really like both teams. Man. Yeah, it's so hard to keep rocks off the field. Next, we've got New versus Playas. We got that Mega Beedrill, Okidogi. Let's see. Okay, Jolteon's not coming. We have a Cloudy on the other side of the field. Yeah, I feel like that never comes into a Bomb's Nose. Like, yeah. Okay, first, sorry, apologies. We must discuss switching. Scarf Braybird. I don't see one. I mean, Houndstone probably takes something. I don't see a Scarf Braybird switching. A Lowland Persian. Maybe. Scarf CC is more doable. How do we deal with screens here? On Plaza's side. Brick Cyclizar, but into a Grimmsnarl I don't like. Does Comfey get defog? It does, so if you want to run like defog Comfey on the Grim, let's get rid of screens. How's this removal? How is your removal? You got defog on your Braviary, and then you're never bringing defog on Beedrill. If you do, I feel like that's troll. So stacking up with Claudie could go really, really well. I feel like Braviary goes hard with like Esper Wing, Shadow Ball. Maybe like a Terra Ground. No, I don't like Terra Fire. No, I don't like. Terra Electric? No, Terra Flying. Yeah. Hey, Flying. Maybe. I don't know the Terra type, but I feel like that does really really well. Um, Mega Beedrill looks pretty good outside of Orthworm. Orthworm Terra looks really really good here to stop Beedrill and Okidogi. With Rocky Helmet. Yeah, that's hard to. Or Drapion. I like Arthur better. Do we want to trap anything with Trapinch? Not necessarily. Could be Inteleon, right? If you want a first impression that, or the Soothing Braviary after tearing. But Plaz, you gotta bring Trapinch once. I feel like Zapdos, Clodsire, probably Slowbro, Orthworm, something of the combination. Yeah, Orthworm just shuts down Mega B, doesn't it? Like hard. Cause its coverage is Drill Run. Yeah, that's a rough Mega B first game and a rough Jolteon first game too, going into a Claudie and a Bombasnow. Then what? If you don't want to bring those and your fastest is Inteleon, it does outspeed everything but Cyclizar. Inteleon could go good. If you run like an Inteleon plus Calm Mind Braviary and try to overwhelm Clodsire with one of the two abilities. Terra Comfy goes hard. Training Kiss plus Terra Ground. Yeah. As long as Araquanid's dead. So maybe you want a different typing, but something to that effect. Yeah, that really goes nice. I like that. So you Terra. Yeah, I think Orthworm and Comfy can both Terra this game. Switch into Scarf Brave Bird is non-existent. Would you be Terra Steel Houndstone? No, you're not going to be Terra Steel Houndstone. You're going to be Terra Electric. Or Terra Electric assuming Braviary. And you are Roost, Esper Wing, Shadow Ball, Calm Mind. That can be something, right? Defensive. I'm not really scared of Hippopotas and Houndstone, to be fair. Yeah, Northworm here. But I think Plus has it, right? No switching, plus Terra Captain I feel is better. It's scary though, because Braviary can get away. Okidogi is really, really good too, especially like an AV Okidogi. If Comfy's not set up. Alright, I believe this is last but not least. I'm like 99% sure. Tabs versus Chase. We've got Fish versus Electric Terrain. Ice versus Electric Terrain. Let's see. Jugu. Do you want to be Hurricane here into Snow? Not really. Okay, Mega Sceptile's faster than everything. Skarmory kind of shuts it down. Unless you're like Focus Blast, but are you really hitting those and wanting to take a Brave Bird? Yeah, I don't know if I like that. Why is there two Skarmories on my screen? There's 10 mons, but I think he has 9, huh? Yeah. Alright, Double Skarmory, who cares? Probably messes up the type chart in the right, but yeah, whatever, we're not looking at that. Sapsip Bergudra is also a problem for Sceptile, so I don't know if Sceptile comes. Okay. Other physical threats, Zygarde. Cobalion, Entei. Ooh, okay. That looks like a Tabs would bring Dusclops. To stop physical threats. Special threats, Prim is always scary, and then Jugu. I mean, Hurricane looks good. What if you bring like a... I think Jugu gets knockoff, right? You get like a knockoff to the original answer, and then like it's Dusclops or something, and then you can start clicking Dark Pulse. Teradark Dark Pulse looks pretty good. Hitmontop Spadef is pretty good, isn't it? Man, Jugu, this is hard. Terra Steel might be nice. You kill Alolan Ninetales. You get a decent type coverage. You have Earth Power for Magmortar. You Dark Pulse everything else. That's not bad type. Okay, Entei. Oh, Entei looks real good. I like Entei. Is Tabs getting Rocks Up with Skarmory? That's the only thing you're afraid of. So you just banded Sacred Fire? At base 100? I mean, if you wanted that as a breaker, I don't know what stops you. Fizdef Gudra. Mag. Okay, Mag might, but okay, then run Life Orb, Stomping Tantrum, or just boots for attacks, things like that. Or Sunny Day, right? You'd always do that. Do we want Scarf Prim? Scarf Prim could outspeed everything. Are you clicking Surf? You're clicking Moonblast Surf. It's not bad, actually. Scarf Prim looks good. I think it'll outspeed Alolan Ninetales or Ocarpon. Prim is 240. They're 350. Yeah. So Scarf should outspeed them. If my maths are correct. Okay. Tab side. 109 Alolan Ninetales is faster than not everything. But is Zygarde coming? I've never really liked Zygarde into this matchup, right? It's into Ice. It can't hit Skarmory. So banded 1,000 Ways at base 115, outspeeding everything. Okay. I'm convinced. Never mind. Look at Terra Ground banded 1,000 Arrows. Oh, I'm a fan. Whew, that's scary. Okay. Then the next thing is Nihi Scarf. Because you're going to get the special attack boost. Are you locking into a move here? Not Terra Ice. Terra Fire. Right, Sludge Wave. Maybe Terra Fire. Sludge Wave. Some other move. Or Sludge Wave. Cobalion, Entei. Terra Ground? Entei, that you might have coverage. And maybe that hits everything? I don't know, you might need a different type. And then Arctovish, if that's coming with Slush Rush. I would not bring Bandit or a choice. You want the combination of what if you're Terra Grass, your Ice move, Grass move, Water move, to Glastrier, Air, Ice, Water, Water, Grass, Ice. That looks pretty fire. I'm gonna pick the double Skarmory team. We go with tabs here in this matchup. Fish goes hard. All right. Hopefully we'll make another episode next week. See ya.